everybody, my name is Miguel Nuve and I am back with another Dragon Ball Z discussion video, and today I'm going to be talking about Super Saiyan 3 and the pros and cons to the transformation. Is it a good transformation or is it a bad one? Now this video topic came up because, as you know, in the recent Dragon Ball Z Super Episode 8, when Beerus slapped Bulma, people wanted Vegeta to transform into Super Saiyan 3 instead of using an enraged version of Super Saiyan 2. Now, a topic came up where some fans are arguing that Super Saiyan 3 isn't a good transformation to use and it's inefficient because it drains you so quickly, but I'm actually going to defend Super Saiyan 3 and say Super Saiyan 3 is a good transformation to use, and plot is the only reason Super Saiyan 3 was ever ineffective. When we first see Super Saiyan 3 in action, it's against the fat Majin Buu. Goku is in his dead body, so he's able to use Super Saiyan 3 a lot better than a living body. But he tells Vegeta that he could have destroyed the fat Majin Buu if he didn't want the boys to take over his role of protecting Earth. Goku thought a dead person shouldn't save the Earth, and that the living people on Earth should be the ones to save the Earth. That is the only reason Goku didn't destroy Fat Buu with Super Saiyan 3. The next time we see it in canon is when Gotenks use it against Super Buu. The same thing happens. Plot is the only reason Super Buu survives his encounter with Super Saiyan 3. Gotenks' fusion was shortened from 30 minutes to 5 minutes in the manga, and he goofed around and didn't take the fight seriously in both the manga and the anime. If Gotenks would have went serious all out from the start in both the manga and maybe not the manga since he only had 5 minutes, I don't know how serious he was in the manga, but if he would have went all out from the start in the anime where he had his whole 30-minute time, he would have destroyed Super Buu. He beat Super Buu, he had him on the ropes, and he was ready to deal the final blow. So two canon fights, Super Saiyan 3 was only defeated because of the time limit and mostly because of plot reasons. The third canon time we see Super Saiyan 3 is against Kid Buu. Kid Buu only survives his fight with Super Saiyan 3 Goku because Goku wanted Vegeta to have a turn, or Goku just didn't go all out from the start. He didn't power up a powerful blast to destroy Kid Buu, but he said he could have destroyed Super Buu. It's not Super Buu, Kid Buu. Goku could have destroyed Kid Buu. He says it out his mouth to Vegeta. Goku also didn't know Super Saiyan 3 in a living body was going to drain him the way it did. If Goku would have known about the Super Saiyan 3 drain from the start, he might have went more all out and fought Kid Buu even better than he did, and he might have destroyed Kid Buu as Super Saiyan 3. But we have the three times Super Saiyan 3 has been used in canon in Z. It was said it would have been able to beat the three forms of Majin Buu, but plot reasons are the reason that Super Saiyan 3 did not defeat Majin Buu. Another thing is that people say that Super Saiyan 2 is better to use because it doesn't drain you like Super Saiyan 3. If you're fighting an opponent at that's Super Saiyan 3 level, Super Saiyan 2 is not going to be able to damage them. We've seen Gohan got killed by Fat Majin Buu. Majin Vegeta got killed by Fat Majin Buu. Gotenks couldn't stand up to Fat Majin Buu. It was only with Super Saiyan 3 and the stronger levels of fusion that the Warriors were able to stand up to Majin Buu. So the drain on Super Saiyan 3 is actually not that big of a drain when you compare it to, okay, for example, you remember Trunks gets those big muscles and he goes Super Saiyan Grade 3? The drain on that was big, and the muscles made him slower, so he couldn't hit Cell. But the drain on Super Saiyan 3, if you end the fight quick enough, the drain on Super Saiyan 3 isn't really a problem, because like I say, Goku fought Kid Buu for at least a good 5 minutes and said he could have beat Kid Buu in those 5 minutes. Most of the Dragon Ball Z fights don't last longer than 5, 10, maybe 30 minutes. For example, Goku beat Frieza in that epic fight on Namek in 5 minutes because Goku had time to beat Frieza and fly and try to start Frieza's spaceship. So most of the fights in Dragon Ball Z actually don't last that long as the episode presents them. They only last about 5, 10, maybe 30 minutes at most, but that's only because fusion. I think Super Saiyan Gotenks vs. Super Buu is actually the longest fight in the series based off Dragon Ball Z time-wise. like I said, so the Super Saiyan 3 drain isn't going to drain a warrior that much. The next time we seen Super Saiyan 3 in canon, which is Super, and Beerus was just so much more powerful, Super Saiyan 3 didn't make a difference. So Super Saiyan 3, if we take away the plot, if we give the characters knowledge of the time limit Super Saiyan 3 has, Super Saiyan 3 is actually 3-1 in fights, because Boo couldn't stand up to Super Saiyan 3, plot saved Boo. Beerus beat Super Saiyan 3. In the movies, Beerus beat Super Saiyan 3, but I call the Battle of God movies non-canon now because we have Super. So in the original Dragon Ball Z movies, when Super Saiyan 3 is used, it's used 3 times. Goku loses to Janemba in a dead body because Janemba is so much more powerful than him. Gotenks loses to Hirudegarn in movie 13 because half of it has to do with dicking around, half of it had to do with Hirudegarn being so much stronger. But Goku wins his fight in movie 13 as Super Saiyan 3 with the Dragon Fist against Hirudegarn. Once again, the time limit as Super Saiyan 3 was not brought into issue. And Goku actually powered up into Super Saiyan 3 after being beaten for some time against Hirudegarn. So the drain, like I said, I believe the drain can learn to be trained. Can learn to be trained similar to how Super Saiyan Drain was in the Cell Saga. It just takes a lot longer. In GT, Super Saiyan 3 was just outclassed by everything because if you weren't Super Saiyan 4 in GT, you were garbage. That's basically it. But other than that, Super Saiyan 3 is actually, like I said, Super Saiyan 3 is actually a pretty useful transformation. The drain, it does have a drain, but like I said, if you finish the opponent quickly, or if you have a fight with an equal opponent, Super Saiyan 3 is the only option. It's either you take a chance on losing the fight as Super Saiyan 3 due to the energy drain, or you don't do anything to your opponent at all at Super Saiyan 2. So I think, unlike Super Saiyan Grade 3 where you're slow, you have a huge energy drain, you can't even hit the opponent, so there's no pros to the form. I think Super Saiyan 3 actually has pros and cons to the form, and I actually think the pros outweigh the cons on Super Saiyan 3, and this is why I think Super Saiyan 3 actually is an effective transformation. And I might be personally biased because Super Saiyan 3 was my favorite Super Saiyan form prior to Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan appearing. But like I said, I think the pros of Super Saiyan 3 outweigh the cons. I don't think the energy drain is as big a factor as many other fans are making it out to be. And I think if you had a choice between Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3, you would take Super Saiyan 3. Because like I say, according to the Daineju, or the Super Exciting Guide, Super Saiyan 3 is at least 4 times stronger than Super Saiyan 2. A Super Saiyan 2 is not going to last long against a Super Saiyan 3 level. We've seen Kid Buu do it to Majin Vegeta. We've seen We've seen Kid Buu do it to Dead Vegeta. We've seen Fat Buu do it to Majin Vegeta. We've seen Fat Buu do it to Gotenks in the anime, and we've seen what he did to Gohan, but we're not sure if Gohan used Super Saiyan 1 or Super Saiyan 2. But the point is, the strongest Super Saiyan 2 at the time was Majin Vegeta and Goku, and they couldn't do anything to Kid Buu and Fat Buu until Super Saiyan 3 came into the picture. As far as if you were on, let's say a Super Saiyan 3, a Super Saiyan 2 were on equal terms, the Super Saiyan 2 might have an advantage if it had an equal power level, but Super Saiyan 3 would be faster and would probably have better ki amps, so the attacks might be more damaging. And if we were just looking at all the Super Saiyan forms at equalized stats, the original Super Saiyan 1 is the best form to use so far out of all the forms. So that's my video. Thank you, everybody. I'm Miguel Newman. If you enjoyed this video, please like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Have an enjoyable day.